The grand final was a long time ago now.
Yes.
We spoke after it.
Yeah.
You were smiling then, you're smiling now. How has the off-season treated you?
Yeah, I think obviously after the grand final we did get round to actually celebrating it, but once we'd celebrated then we drew the line in the sand sort of thing and said, look, we don't want to live in the past. Obviously it's fine margins in the wheelchair game. I think every title last year was won by a different club, whether that be Leeds with the league leaders, us with the grand final, Catalan Challenge Cup, etc. So with us, it's all about next season. How can we improve? For us personally, it's more like how can we be more consistent with what we do throughout the season. Obviously in the semi-final and the final was probably our best performances, which is great. But obviously we want to be challenging on all fronts. We want to be challenging in the cup. We want to be challenging in the league as well for that. So.
How has pre-season been going? Are you putting the work in for that consistency to build?
Oh yeah, 100%. I think this is probably, from our aspect as a group of players, probably the first time where we've been really strong in our pre-season preparations. We've been backed by Wigan as a club. They've provided us with a lot of more resources that we can utilise from the club itself. And it's like little things now. We're doing a lot more fitness work. We're doing a lot more video analysis work. We're sort of seeing how we can do strength and conditioning, etc., and how we can bring in nutritional stuff. So as a club now, I think with as with the wheelchair game in general, we're looking for that improvement, and that's how we're getting it now.
How important is that integration? Because obviously Wigan have won 2 grand finals last year, sticking the reserve grand final as well, but they've got the women's team there as well, all the junior teams that are successful. How is it important that you all feel like you are part of one club?
Well, it's massive. It's all one big culture, and I think you see that obviously with speaking with the men's team before, with Bevan and with Matty Pete, we all sort of know each other. We all, when we bump into each other, we're happy to have that conversation. But I think as a club culture, it's all good. We all want to be that highest performing team, and that spreads across all the teams. We want Wigan, to fight for every single title on all fronts, whether that is the wheelchair, whether that the women's team or the men's team or the academy.
Catalan Dragons, European champion. Obviously, the men have got the game against Penrith. You've got the Catalans as equally a tougher game for you.
Oh, 100%. We've known, and in different guises, before as a group of players, we was with Wigan, we've fought with Catalan, and we've had some good experiences on tour in France with them. So yeah, we know what they're going to bring with Nico and Seb and Arnau and all these guys and Gilles. So we're prepared for them. We know what they're going to bring. Obviously, how we go about on the match day is a different thing. One thing knowing, one thing stopping it. But yeah, it's a privilege to be in that game. Obviously, after the back of our grand final win, and they'll be looking at us as well in the same way. So there's a huge respect between the teams. We want to win, and we'll make no secret of that. And we'll obviously see how it turns out on the match day.
We saw it in the internationals, and we've seen before. Years and years and years now of history. England versus France, whether it's club or country, it's going to be a battle.
Oh, 100%, yeah. And like it says before, we're our friends when it comes to off the pitch. We have a lot of respect, and the respect remains during the game. But the challenges and obviously the competitiveness does obviously boil over a little bit at times. But look, there's a huge respect between the teams. It goes both ways, and it'll be a great game to watch.
We've seen Leeds, the women's team train with the wheelchair side. When are you going to get the men and women Warriors down and play you?
Oh, they've been down intermittently every now and then. I think again, as we sort of bring that culture in and bring that unity across the club, there'll be definitely opportunities to do both. We obviously have our event where we bring all the club all together at Robin Park, and we sort of have the wheelchair team, the women's team, the academy. So that's great for us as well. But I think that will just expand as we go along.